So one thing guaranteed in life is that failure is inevitable no matter what we're doing. One thing that I've learned over the years is that everyone is so afraid to fail. And that was me at the start as well, if I'm honest. I did not want to fail, and it literally happens to everyone. No matter what you do in life, whatever phase you're in, you still fail. Even really successful people fail. Like for example, Elon Musk. He still fails in small aspects of what he does. But the whole point of failure is, it's not that you failed, but it's something where you can learn from. You're learning from your mistakes. And I'm sure you've heard that term. You either win or you learn. When you win, you don't really learn anything, because for you to win, that means you already knew something to get you to that stage to win. But if you failed, you're essentially learning what not to do next time. I didn't want to fail because I didn't want others to see me failing. And I'm sure many of you are like that as well. You don't want to do certain stuff. You stop yourself from maybe starting to vlog or starting that business or starting something different because you do not want to be seen failing. It's such a thing ingrained into us when we were small, especially at school. It's like failure is not an option. You need to be right. And like in this journey, it's so important that you fail. I realize like you need to fail. You need to learn stuff. Like no one who ever started out doing something brand new was good at it straight off the bat. They failed straight away. You're gonna fail straight away. Right, even when I started my trading, to be honest, I had that beginner phase where like things are going good, right? But then after that, I failed so terribly bad. Like it was inevitable, but I didn't let that failure stop me from going. I learned off that failure of what not to do, and I carried out and I kept going. Like that failure was so important, because then how do I know what I need to fix? How would I know what works and what doesn't work? How would I know how to solve problems without failing? That's the beauty of failure, that it gives you an answer. It will either tell you what you did wrong and what you need to fix next time, or is it even the right thing for you to do? Like it gives you an answer, and you shouldn't see it as a setback. Never. I know it's easier said than done, but you need to learn to embrace the failure. Change your mindset. It's your mindset about the failure that completely changes the way on how you bounce back from that failure. So what I learned is that you really need to detach failure from what others are thinking of you, because then you're never going to try new things. You're never going to start whatever you want to do, honestly. Because if you have that fear of failure from others, especially, not even yourself, that's the biggest thing stopping you. Because if you fail in private, I guarantee you're going to try again. You're going to keep going. But if you fail in public, it's a different thing. But you need to like detach yourself from what other people are thinking, because they themselves are also so scared of failing themselves that they don't give that much about you. They did not care if I lost 5k 10k trading. Whoever it was looking at me, they didn't care about that. They were so worried about themselves on their own image. And that's why I like to fail now rather than never find out. Like, why would you always want to have that what if you did this? What if you just fucking do it and fail? Who gives a shit? Move on. Life moves on. No one cares about what you did 10 years ago as a kid. If you failed a maths test or some shit, yeah, back then you might have given a shit, but like, do you care right now about it? No, back then you did, but time moves on. Life carries on. Failure is inevitable. It's going to be there. It builds you as a character, and the more you embrace failure, the more you fail, the more you're actually going to learn. That's the beauty of it. But anyways, that is my take on why failing is so important, guys. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.